very snappy and I'll upload the video. So those that would be joining late or that won't join would actually those that won't join would just have to watch the video later on. So, but with that being said, good day, guys. Welcome back to yet another episode of our weekly outlook. So this week we'll just be looking as usual. We'll be looking at our major pairs, which is GBPUSD, EURUSD, gold. These are our major pairs we'll be looking at, the three major pairs we'll be looking at. But if you want me to analyze any pair for you, just put it in the chat box, and by God's grace, time being on our side, would analyze it together, right? By God's grace, time being on our side, we'll analyze it together. And so we want to start by looking out for GBPUSD right now. Can you guys hear me? I'm sorry I'm sounding like this. I had connection issues and it's been really crazy. It's been really crazy. But if you guys can hear me, just help me indicate in the chat box that you're hearing me. So I'll be sure everybody's hearing me and I'm carrying everyone along. Okay. Okay, perfect. You can hear me. Perfect. All right. So yeah. In our Friday masterclass, we talked about I said something about expecting GBPUSD to go up to buy. I said I was expecting GBPUSD at some point to buy gas, to start buying rather, because GBPUSD gave me a reversal pattern, right? GBPUSD gave me a reversal pattern, and that reversal pattern, okay, fine. I'll look at Euro GBP. Don't worry. Let me just get done with this once first. So GBPUSD gave me a reversal pattern that made me say I'm going to start looking out for buys. Now, if you check, this was what I was expecting. I was anticipating. This was the analysis I made in the Friday masterclass, which I said I expect GBPUSD to rally up to this point and sell back down to this point. Now, as you can see, GBPUSD on the weekly already, GBPUSD on the weekly already is already leaving us. Someone said he can't hear me. Can't you guys hear me? If you can't hear me, please just indicate in the chat box. Can you hear me? Someone just said he can't hear me. Is it like that for everybody on this live session, or just for that person, so I would know what to do? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, just put number 5. Put number 5 if you can hear me. If you can hear me, put number 5. Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. Perfect. So, okay, as I was saying, now GBPUSD, I was expecting GBPUSD to rally up to this point and start selling up back down to this region. But now, as you guys can see on the weekly, GBPUSD is looking like it wants to leave us. So let's go down to the daily. Let's go back to the daily. On the daily also, we can see it's also bearish. Well, I feel this movement is just temporal. I still have my bias. I'll be looking out, but I'm just waiting first. I'm just waiting first to see what price does. If there's an opportunity to see a push up to this point, we might continue selling off. But overall, I am still bearish on GBPUSD, but we've oversold. If we look at it very well, we've oversold in my opinion. So I'm expecting a consolidation that will serve as liquidity build, right? A consolidation that will serve as liquidity build. And before it sweeps out liquidity and starts selling. So I jumped on a buy this morning with the team, but I didn't send it out because it was too risky, because I just knew I'll be having connection. I just felt it, rather. It's not like I knew I'll be having connection issues. I just felt it. So I wouldn't want to be caught up in that kind of situation. So, and I actually had it in mind that the buy was just short-term buy. So there was no point calling it on the main channel for everybody. I wouldn't want anybody to go and blow his account or anything. Now, that was why we made little profits this morning, right? So scaling it down again to, let's say, the 30 minutes. GBPUSD is just giving me all these things. I just see these things as Monday wahala. Let me use that word. Monday wahala. Market is not yet settled, in my opinion. Monday is not yet settled because I can still see liquidity around this region. It has oversold. Now, for those people that use indicators, I'm very sure if you check your RSI, relative strength index, right? That's the RSI. You will see that RSI might be showing, I don't use indicators, I'm sorry, but then I just feel that way. You will see that your RSI will be showing you oversold or something like that. Please, if somebody uses indicator in this place, just help me check your RSI and see if it's oversold to confirm what I'm saying. We've been selling for weeks, for months. So I feel it's oversold. All the little pullbacks we've been having are only building up liquidity, you get. So I want to see us tap into this region, start buying into this region again before this is a major correction, then continue moving back down. That's what I feel. That's what I want to see. I want to see a major correction, then continue down to the side and to the downside. First target, like I said, will be here. Next target will be here, because I see liquidity on this side also. I see liquidity on this side also. So I see liquidity on this side. I expect it to sweep out. Now, you see this daily low has been taken out. This daily low has been taken out on this zone. So right now, I would say this daily low is somehow invalid right now because it has been taken, right? So I want to see, I'm still bearish on this guy, but although he created a reversal pattern, but I'm just chilling. I'm not trading today again. I just want the market to settle because today is Monday. So on GBPUSD for today, do not trade. Any further change or anything, I will post it on the channel so you guys see or know what to do. But for now, this is my target here for GBPUSD. But right now, I'm not selling or anything because this market might still start buying at some point to this region, or this region at least. I want to see a correction. Either the market buys to this region or it buys to this region, right? Either it buys to this region and continue selling. Now, I will always say, I am not saying this thing because I say is what I feel or I want to. No, any reaction I get will determine if I'm going to take that trade or not. In as much as I've said I want to see the market rally up before selling, and the market says no, it wants to continue selling before it will now decide to buy. My own duty here is to just look out for different confluence, look out for which of the things, how it will meet up with my own confluence and how it's going to react at each level it gets to or at each point it gets to before I take action. Now, because I expect it to rally up, does not mean I will start buying from this point. Start buying. No. I'll wait for different confirmations before I start buying or selling or whatever. So on Euro USD, Euro USD, Euro USD, Euro USD, Euro USD. Now on Euro USD, where is my, okay? On Euro USD, the weekly, now I'm still bearish on this guy as usual. Like I always say, those of you that have been on this live session with me for a long time, I always say Euro USD and GBP USD work hand in hand. They work, in fact, they move alike. Meaning, if GBP USD is giving us this pattern, Euro USD would be giving us the same pattern. Only that Euro USD might now give us something like this, right? It will give us something like this. It has not yet formed this final leg. Now, meaning one pair, most times Euro USD, in most cases rather, Euro USD moves faster. Most cases, GBP USD moves faster. In most cases. So some weeks you might see Euro USD moving faster than GBP USD. Most cases you might see GBP USD moving faster than Euro USD. But I want to see Euro USD moving to this. Let me take it down to the lower time frame so you would see it clearly. Because I've seen the market consolidate. It has moved in a schematic box. Where's the schematic box? Let me take it down to the lower time frame more so you would see it clear. Okay, I guess it's getting more clear. This was my bias as at last week. I wanted seeing liquidity being swept out of this region. Now, this move happened, but it did not come up to this point. It was at this point I said, okay, I expect the price at this point. Price was somewhere around here. I said, I expect markets to come back down to this region, give us a high, come back down, create an equal, then go back up. Now, this was what happened here. Market came back down to this point, gave us an equal around this point here and here, an equal, right? It was at this point I entered. I exited at this point because we're anticipating a news. I was expecting the news to come out. So I told everybody to take profit at this point. And because you guys already know I use very tight stop loss. So I guess I was using either 5 pip stop loss or so, or thereabout. So at this point we closed, then this move happened, then it came back up here. Because I'm at this point, when I noticed the movement and everything, I just had to close. So now you can see what happened here. In as much as I was expecting the markets to come up here and it didn't come out, I didn't say, okay, it will go up, it will go up, and I kept holding my position. I waited for different confluence to meet up. And when I saw it wasn't meeting up at this point and I was seeing different patterns sprint, it was showing different patterns of retracement and rejections. I was like, okay, let's close it. Come to start with the news and everything. Now, at this point, we had a stop loss this morning. Yeah, we had a stop loss this morning on the channel. So that's on my paid channel. We had a stop loss this morning. This would be the third stop loss in like almost 4 months or 3 months. Yeah, in 4 months, let's just say 4 months. This is the third stop loss we're having. I was a 5 pip stop loss. Now, you guys might be surprised I'm telling you guys. That's because me, I'm being transparent, and if I win, I'll tell you I win. In as much as my wins are always higher than my losses, but when I hit stop loss, I always also used to say it's the same way I'll tell you guys I made profits. It's the same way I'll tell you guys more stop loss hits me. Meaning nobody's above hitting a stop loss. Nobody. So long if you misbehave, you collect. Nobody's above it. There are times where you don't see things the way they are. So at this point now, the price got to this point, gave us few pips, and now took us out, came back up to our entry and started selling. Now I saw this thing, but I could not jump on it because of connection issues, right? Could not call out this trade. I could not take the trade either. Now, what just happened here? Market got to this area. This is my POI. That's my point of interest. And Market activated, went up, right? Came back down and took us out, creating let me call this a fair value gap. That's FVG, right? Creating a fair value gap. Now what happened? Market went back down. Now this thing has automatically turned into a change of character, if you ask me, on the lower time frame, on the internal time frame. On the internal time frame, it's a change of character because we were bullish, went from the bullish sentiment to a bearish sentiment. So markets gave us a change of character at this point and continued moving downwards. So now what do we expect on Euro USD? Having it been that the market has created this thing now, right? I am bearish on it. On Euro USD, I am bearish on it because it has shown me clear picture of what it wants to do. Not like GBPUSD. Now I can use my bias on Euro USD to go and tackle my bias on Euro USD to go and tackle GBPUSD because Euro USD has shown me a clearer picture. I don't know if you're getting. Now Euro USD has formed the pattern completely. GBPUSD was still trying to make it was indecisive. So at this point now I can choose to now say, okay, I want to start selling, but now I'm not selling at this point, right? Now where is Echo going to sell from? Where is Echo going to sell from? I want to see the market now. It gets more interesting. Come back to around this region. Yes, come back to around this region. Right? Come back to around this region. But first, I want to see something like this. Come back to around this region. Do something like this. Compulsorily, it must not do exactly what I'm saying. I'm just giving and sell. Or it will do something like this. And continue selling. What I expect. So if I want to, because I'm always busy and all, so I don't miss the trade, I'll either place a pending order. I'll either place a pending order around this region, 6-3 something. I'm coming. So I'll either place a where did I okay. I was clicking on different things, sorry. So I'll either be expecting price to come towards around this region. Let's say somewhere around here. My stop loss, this stop loss is 15 pips, but if I'm going to use a 15 pip stop loss, I should be getting a 1:5 for my full target. And then our first TP can be at least 1:2. So meaning if I'm targeting 1:5, I should be able to see at least 1:2. If I'm targeting, sorry, if I should target 15 pip stop loss, then I should have about 30 pip stop loss. So anywhere around this region, I should be taking profit. That's if I'm not stacking, if I'm not adding more trades or going all aggressive. So at around this region, I want to see price come to this region at least before selling off. I want to see price at least come towards this region before selling off on Euro USD. This is what I want to see. Now I'll have to take out this one because it didn't play out well. Now I'm taking this trade with a pinch of salt. I'm not setting any pending order yet because I still see a lot of liquidity above. Personally, I still see a lot of liquidity above. I see liquidity on this side. I'm coming. I see liquidity here. I see liquidity here. I see liquidity just liquidity is just way too much above. So personally, I'm wanting to see liquidity being taken out. So most likely, if I see anything, if I see the way price reacts around this region, I might start buying or I might start selling. You get, I might start buying or I might start selling. But for me, Euro USD is showing more of sales right now because now it has broken the schematic box, right? That's one of the indications for those people trading whatever they're trading. I don't know what strategy, how many strategies we have in forex. We have a lot of it. So everybody with their own strategy. But for the fact that it has broken here, those people trading break and retest would say, okay, Echo, it has broken here, it has retested, it has sold. So it will have to come back and it's still correct. Strategy, so long you know what you're doing, we always align. Smart money will say if they do this one and they shove a bend, it means it's going to buy. BTMM will say if you move like this and you create 3 boxes, it tick the 3 box. It's still all of them. If you look at it together, we're achieving one thing and we're seeing one bias. So, but this is what I'm expecting. I want to see price come towards this region before I start selling off. If at all, I won't start selling from this point. I want to sell at a good price. That even if market takes me out, I know it's taking me out on a good note. So those people that also trade trend line, it's still not a bad thing. You can see you're trading, if you're doing your trend line, if you draw your trend line rather, you would see that, okay, it's still in the trend. So even if we're putting our stop loss, what's the name, our order around here, let's just say for instance, we put our order around here and our stop loss is somewhere around here, it's going to give us, let's say 20 pips. It's still above the trend line, which is still valid. Now, are you seeing what I'm saying about strategy? Strategy actually works. They align together. Those people trading trend line will say, okay, first touch, second touch, third touch. So long it has not broken the trend line, it's still valid. You can still see my stop loss is above and it's still valid without me even using trend line. I didn't plan this trade before time. This is a live trade and you're seeing. Now, those people doing break and retest, what happened? He broke, he retested, they came back. Now, they will say they want it to still come back to around this region. And they'll still put their stop loss above the previous what? The previous high. And it's still valid, matching it up. So you see why I'm not saying, I'm not talking down on anybody's strategy. We are achieving the same thing. Those who say the previous high, put your stop loss above the previous high, it is still good. This is the previous high and your stop loss is above it. These people trading break and retest have said, okay, if your stop loss is above the previous high, it is still valid so long the market doesn't take it out. Perfect. Those with break and retest, the same thing. Those with trend line, the same thing. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm trying to explain here, or you're understanding what I'm trying to explain here. That strategy is important, yes, but don't go and start killing yourself with strategy. What works for you? Not because you're feeling like your personality does not take smart money or ICT, you now force yourself into it, you will still lose money. Strategy to me is your personality. I see a lot of people come and meet me, Echo, I want to learn edge strategy. And I'm like, okay, you can learn it. It's fine. Me, I will teach you how to see the market better. I'm not teaching you just strategy. If you want to learn my strategy, that is fine. But I want to teach you how to see the markets better, how to approach the market better. I'm not just teaching you strategy. I'm not selling strategy to you. I'm teaching you how to see the market like the institutions, because these guys make the money. They are the ones with high volume of capital in this market. So let's not dwell so much on this strategy or whatever. Let's go down to gold. Do not forget, if you want me to analyze any pair, put it in the chat box, please. Now, gold. You see, gold is showing us bullish move. Now, very early this morning, I posted this thing. I was like, I expect gold to come down here. This was around when gold was somewhere around here. Yeah, I said I expect gold to come down here. You can see that gold. You see it. I did not draw this thing. I posted it on the channel. Gold came down. Gold actually came down from here. It came down, did like this, came back up, war again, came back down, and what are you saying is going back up, right? It's going back up, just as I said. I said it's going to come back. It came down like this. I said it's going to go up. It went up. I said it's still going to come back down. It came back down. And what are you saying? It's still going back up. Now, gold is trying to use our head, because if gold is showing bullish, GBPUSD is still showing a little bit bullish, EURUSD is showing bullish, then one of them wants to use our head and chop our money. So that is why I'm saying, wait. Let the market be settled. All these things, they're trying to build liquidity and trap people. Those that are not patient, they will chop their money from up. Those that are not patient below, they will sweep them and give them different things they don't understand. So gold is showing me more bullish moves than the bearish move. On the lower time frame, you see that gold is showing he wants to sweep out liquidity. But I tell you, liquidity is stacked up here. Liquidity is stacked up. Liquidity is stacked up on these points around on gold. There are more liquidity above than the ones below. But now, different things can make gold start selling. But for now, I'm not trading gold. I'm not trading any pair till tomorrow. Let's see when the waters are settled. So Euro GBP. Let's quickly go to Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Okay. Now, Euro GBP, I'll go back to the weekly. I didn't trade this guy, but I just analyzed it previously, I guess, in one of our live sessions or so. I don't know. I can't remember. So now, Euro GBP, I was bullish on this guy. I was bullish on him. How many pips? 120 pips. He gave us just a few. Okay, that's fine. Permit me to take out this thing. This trade currently, you can see, is in profit, but I want to take it out because I did not take it. So let me take it out, please. Permit me. Thank you. So now on GBP, on Euro GBP, I am still bullish on it. I'm still bullish on this guy because okay, so on Euro GBP, now mind you, this guy needs to be filled up. Those that are trading whatever they're trading, like I'll say, they'll say this is an imbalance. So an imbalance needs to be filled up. It is correct. Imbalance, liquidity, whatever, it is still correct. Just the way we see things. The same way I'll write number 6 like this, and those people looking from this angle will see number 6 as number 9. It's the same way I'll write number 9. They will see number 6 as number 9. If you do 3 plus 3 is what? 6. Fine. You times it again, it is still the same thing. 9. You get. So the way we see things differ. So GBP, Euro GBP, I am still bullish, but I'll still wait for confirmations because our daily high has been taken, and now we're having retracement. We can see that I said I expect it to come. I called this trade, but I closed early. I remember I called this trade and I closed early. So at this point, I want to see retracement. Most likely, it might start selling because it got to the weekly high and they rejected. So it might sell off for a bit, go back into this point, then sell off well. I remember my bias on this guy. So, okay, I should look at GBPJPY. Okay, let me quickly go to GBPJPY also. GBPJPY. GBPJPY. Nice. This is looking so perfect. From the little thing I saw above, I expect bearish movement. From the now, currently we're trading around this region and it's crazy, really crazy. Right? Now, if you see we've overbought, I don't know how to use indicators. I will always say it's not a thing to be ashamed of. I don't know how to use indicators, but I always say if you check your RSI or check any of your indicators and the way they work, you see this thing will be showing overbought. So what happens when the market is overbought? We have little retracement so that the market can breathe. Let GBP, JPY breathe. Let it breathe. If everybody is buying, we'll all be making money, and the market makers don't like it like that. They like it when some are losing, because if nobody's losing, there will not be liquidity. So the market is trying to breathe at this point. From the lower time frame, let me use the 30 minutes. Let me use the 30 minutes. Now you can see on this point, you see that it was in a schematic box. This is a schematic box. This is what I call it. I call it a schematic box. So now it failed to break above, meaning it is still bearish. Now, if you draw your trend line, I like drawing trend lines so that people will understand and see things differently instead of drawing higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. So you can see on your, if you're using your trend line, it is still bearish. It is trading below the trend line. So most likely we might see this thing like this. Sweep out here, go back up, you get, and kaboom, kaboom to this. First target this region, next target this region. It is bearish. GBP, JPY, I'm seeing more bear markets, more bearish moves than a bullish move. So I want to see it. All these things happening here is sweeping our liquidity. Now, if you look at it on this point also, from this angle also, let me take out this thing, please. Okay. You see that the market also from this region created a change of character. Now, I'll always explain a change of character for those people joining us newly. What is the change of character? Change of character, a lot of people mistake change of character for break of structure. Break of structure is this one. This is a break of structure. This is a break of structure. Reason because it is bullish. It has been bullish. It just came back down to breathe well, and it broke the structure and it went. Change of character is from bullish sentiment into bearish sentiment. It was bullish, now it has changed its character to bearish. So that's why this is a break of a change of character, and this is a break of structure. Other confluences, we have an equal on this point. We have an equal on this point. So I want to take out this trend line, please. We have an equal high at this point. Now, a lot of people will say when you see an equal, it signifies either sell or buys. Fine, that's fine, but I just have little to say about that, because these are things I teach in my mentorship. These are part of the topics how to spot out liquidity and all those things. So, which I can't really share that much. So on GBP JPY, I am seeing more bearish moves. I might trade this guy this week because I'm liking the patterns he's forming. I might trade this guy this week. So it's forming more bearish pattern than a bullish pattern. So this is what I expect to see on GBP JPY this week. I'm even seeing more opportunities on GBP JPY than EURUSD or gold or GBP JPY. I mean, sorry, GBP USD, EURUSD or GBP USD. I'm seeing more opportunities on JPY than that guy, those other guys rather. So yeah, like I said in my Friday masterclass, I was like, I'm thinking on, because of the many DMs I've been getting, people asking me, Echo, how do you spot out your liquidity? How do you get your entries and all those things? So I was thinking on having a crash course for, I don't know, I'm still thinking, my team members are still working their ass out to see how it's going to be possible. So most likely to do a crash course for like maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 month on how to get my liquidity spot out and my entries. I'm just thinking. But now I don't intend doing it free. Sincerely, I don't intend doing it free. The little ones I've been doing for free, I tell you, just a few people. In fact, they were thinking, Echo, if they don't do it for me, I would probably die or something. And it's funny. I started this whole thing first as a paid channel. So it's not like I want to go just do free and later change it. Now, I have a paid channel actually right from time, but I just want a lot of people to benefit And that's why I talked to my team members to make it free. And till today, they are still complaining and all. But I just want to see a lot of people win. Kind of rained here, so I've been having little connection issues. So I'm just trying to switch from different networks. Sorry, I'm really sorry. So, okay. Well, I hope the network is perfect right now. Can you guys hear me? Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, perfect. Great. Okay, for euro, for CAD CHF, that's Canadian dollars, Swiss franc, right? I still want to see I want to see more bullish moves, bullish patterns, sincerely. I am bullish on this guy. Now, will I trade it? No, I don't think I'll trade it for now. I analyzed Jibril, I analyzed Euro GBP. Where you are not on the call, like you are not active. I actually analyzed it, but let me go back to I'll go back to it actually. Right? I'll go back to it. So I'm gonna go back to it. So for no problem. Let me just quickly, somebody requested I analyze CAD CHF. So I want to see now at this point, we have a fair value gap. Let's just say from this region here, around here, we have fair value gap that this market currently is trading around. Market is currently trading around this place. Now, a lot of people might call it resistance, right? It's not bad. It's fine. Everybody with their names, it is fine. Support to resistance to anything, it is fine. But I want to see a decline from around this region right now on this guy. So scalpers might enjoy this trade because they'll just have to catch short-term moves. They'll have to catch short-term moves before a continuation. So I want to see market do something like this. Do something like this for me. Either tap into this region or give a discount very well. Then give a discount, then both. Now, those guys trading break and retest here, they would see something like this now, expect something like this, then they continue. It is still perfect. So long all of us were making money. So I want to see something like this on this guy. I am bullish on CAD CHF. Now we can see what I said. I said I expect liquidity to be swept out or from this region. Like I expect to see liquidity from this region being taken out, right? Now, if we go to the daily, we missed this trade. Yeah, we did, right? But our bias was not wrong because I analyzed this trade for someone, one of my mentees. So I told them at any point, we're not bearish because at this point they wanted selling. I said, no, we're not bearish. I want to see more bullish moves. And it happened that the weekly high was taken. So I want to see a decline, then continuation of the bullish move, right? That's what I want to see. A decline, then continuation of a bullish move. I want to take out this thing so my chart is not messy. I want to take it out so my chart is not messy. So, or let me just leave it for reference purpose. So this is what I'm expecting on CAD CHF. What other pair? CAD JPY. Okay. CAD JPY. This is the benefit of having this skill to analyze you will actually be able to analyze any pair. This is actually the benefit actually. And I'm grateful for my strategy, which is the edge strategy, because it allows me to analyze any market I want to. So CADJPY, I don't trade this pair. I've hardly traded it. I don't even think I've traded it before. Or if I've traded it, that should be in 2021. Yeah, in 2021 was when I traded this guy last, I guess. So CADJPY, you can see, okay, this is even the monthly. This is the monthly. Let's go to the weekly. Now the weekly, you can see that this market gave us a strong double equal here. If you see an equal on this higher time frame, it's very strong. It is very strong. But if you see it on the lower time frame, it's temporal. So we've seen an equal here. An equal that indicates that the market is going to continue buying. A break of structure here, because the market went up, came back down, and boom, it broke structure, meaning it continued this movement. So we'll call this one a break of structure. We'll call it a break of structure. Now we saw this little pullback and the continuation. So at this point, this is the previous weekly low. So we'll give this the title of weekly low. Weekly low. Because this is the previous weekly low. So if we scale it down to the 4 hours, let's see things differently and clear. The tendencies of this market coming down to this point is very low. In other words, we'll be looking out more around this region. So I want to mark out this point. So I will scale it down to 15 minutes more. Okay. So at this point, I'm still seeing more reasons to, what did you guys spot out here now? We'll call this one here is people that they just induce quick buyers, took them out, or sellers, quick seller, just took them out and kaboom. So permit me to call this an inducement, right? Around this region, permit me to call it an inducement. This is not the best of chart work you might see now, but let's just call this an inducement. And at this point, we'll call this one also another break of structure, because market broke it and continue. Now, you need to understand every pair and the way they move. Every pair and the way they move. You need to understand every pair and the way they move. Now, just looking at this alone with the little thing I've just seen here, I've spotted out a pattern on that pair. Now, this is why I don't trade. I don't just call out trade like that. I just take my time, analyze it, break it down, and I take action. Now, what just happened there? Okay. Now, if you guys see, after we had a break of structure, when we had a break of structure here, what happened? Market went up. It didn't come back down to this point at all. Most pairs will go up, come back down to this region very well. before they continue buying, right? But this pair, I've noticed that it finds it difficult to come back down to whenever it breaks a structure, it finds it difficult to come back to that region. Instead, it will just go halfway and continue. Now, that's the same thing I spotted out here. I just noticed rather at this point, market has given us that same pattern, a break of structure. And you see that it was very hard for it to come towards this region. Now, at this point, it continued buying. So most likely, we might not come back down to this region again. So even if we come back down, we will not go past this thing. So if you're taking your, let's say, if you're taking your buys from this region, let's just say, let me say around this point, and you're putting your stop loss somewhere here, let's just say here is about 10 pips, which is fair. I'll be looking out for either 1:2. Can do 1:2, which is this. This is 1:2, right? You can see the market tap into this, give us 1:2, and we close and we're safe. Then if you want to hold long term, now I don't just call out trade and put boom, boom, boom. I just put out my 1:5. It must reach. No. If I see 1:2, I always take a trade that will always give me 1:2 minimum. Because if I'm risking 1%, I should be able to have 2% if I win to cover up for anything. That's why my wins are, if I have, God forbid, if I have about 10 losses in a month, God forbid, 5 of my trade will take me back to break even and even make me have profits. That's just the principle. That's why I don't do pips. I do more of risk to reward. On my VIP, you see a lot of people in a day, most times, most of them will come with their prop firm and they pass it in one day. It's not because of anything. It is understanding the principles of risk to reward. So once we do that kind of thing, we calculate it and we say, okay, our wins are always higher. The other day, I posted something from the VIP channel where somebody with a 10K account, he was up about 9.2% in just 2 days. This is just the rule. We were not counting just pips. We're counting risks to reward. So for me, yeah, I've seen a pattern here. Market failed to break down. So on this particular trade, catching a 1:2 for the fact that I am still studying this pair is not bad. So me, I want to catch 1:2 at least. Okay, see what just happened now. You see that the trade is already moving. You see that the trade is already moving. So let me see. Should we take the trade? Should we take the trade? Should I analyze it very well? Should we take the trade? If you want us to take this trade, let me see. Indicate it in the chat box. Let's see if we'll make small something. At least benefit of those that are joining here. Let's see if we'll make small something. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. No, relax. I'm not saying you should use these parameters. I just said, should we take this trade? Like, I'm looking for a trade we can take on this live session, at least as benefits of joining the live session, at least. That's what I said. I didn't say take the trade. I said benefits. At least. That's why the word I used, actually. Before you go and take it now, risk the one that will take you to village. Risk the one that will not take you to village or more. Weeping may endure for the rest of the month too. So, but before we take it, how many of you are trading live account here, please? How many of you are trading live account here? And if you don't mind, you can indicate how much your account is, so I would know the risk parameters you would be using. Okay. Now, What is your account size so that I will know the risk parameter you are taking? I'm looking forward to see. Let me see this guy. Let me see this guy. This is okay. Okay, I'm coming on. Still looking at this guy. Let it give me. If I want to catch this trade, it would have to be a 1:2 because I'm just studying the pair. Bless me, Lord. Ah. Okay. And 18. Comment, please. This guy is, let me see, for to take the risk. That's fine. That's fine. No, you guys should not be ashamed of. You don't be shy of how much accounts you're handling. No, 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 no. I didn't start trading the amount I'm trading right now in one day. I mean, I traded. There was a time in my life I traded this amount also. So, let's see. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see. I'm tempted to take this trade, risking just 10 pips. Tempted to take this trade, risking just 10 pips to catch 1:2 at least. I'm actually very tempted. I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted. Let me see. In as much as I hate trading on Mondays, but in as much as I hate trading on Mondays. Okay. Let me see. Should we? Let's take the risk. Card CHF. I'll be card JPY. This trade will be too early to enter, but I'm entering it. I'll be risking. Just chill. Let me see. Let me see. Let me get my very good confirmation. Okay. Right. All right. All right. All right, guys. Let me see. I'm taking. Just give me a few minutes. I'm coming. Okay, I'm taking a buy. Taking a buy actually. So we're risking 10 pips on this guy. Stop loss should be around the previous low. Stop loss should be around the previous low. If it goes against us, it is what it is. If it goes against us, it is what it is, man. It goes against us, it is what it is. So I'm going to, okay. So I'm actually in on the trade. I'm actually in on the trade. So somebody said I should go back to Euro JPY. I be GBP. Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Euro GBP. I am actually recording this live session. So for those that actually missed, you can always go back to the, let me see. For those that missed, you can always go back to the, what's the name? 10, 640, 640. So, for the card CHF, this is the parameter I used. It's fine. It's actually fine. If me, I just had to jump on this trade. One, I want to help you guys conquer fear. Now, I just did a rough sketch or a rough analysis, but I want to help you guys conquer fear that, see, whenever we're taking a trade, just know your risk parameters. I tell you, you are good to go. Just know your risk management, rather. You're good to go. So back to what was I saying? Back to Euro GBP. Or you know what? If you can go back to this live session to see, I want to answer a lot of questions here. That's why. You can go back to now on your small account, do not risk up to 1% because personally I am ready to lose about $1,000 here. It is my loss. I can risk it. I don't mind. You get. Now, don't go. I'm not among those people that will tell you risk it, take the risk and blow your account. No. The risk my account can carry might not be the same way your own 1% can be. So if you risk 1% on a $20 account or a $50 account, that's $5. If you're a risk taker, you can do it, but don't risk too much on your small account so that you don't go and start crying. You get. So don't go and start crying or feeling sad or feeling like the worst person on earth. So this is the bias on this guy, Euro GBP. I want to see it come down a little bit and we'll start buying, right? I want to see it come down a little bit. You can go back to this live session. I don't want it to be bulky because I'll be posting it on YouTube so people don't get tired of or get bored when watching it. That's why I always like to make my live sessions very short so people don't get bored when watching it and keep skipping and miss out some information. So if you can do me the favor of going back to it and watch it, it will be very great. So, but until then, I guess I will have to end this live session now. You guys should not be scared. I took the trade also. See, I took the trade. I took it. See, I'm in a decline. So you guys should not feel like I just told you guys to enter a trade. This is me trading this thing with you guys. If I see a change here and this thing is not meeting up with my bias or not, I'm just going to tell you guys, take it out. I took the trade. This is it. You can see it. I wish you guys can see if it's a live account. I would have shown you, but you guys cannot see it here. You get. I took the trade actually. This is it. So until then, I would say I want to say a very big thank you to you guys that joined the live session. And you guys already know me. I would like to give a shout out as usual, but I'll give out a shout out to just, let's start. Who do we start from? Let's start. Okay, shout out to the Cash for joining us. Shout out to Shegun. Shout out to Lukman. That's Jibril. Shout out to D-Bank, right? I hope I pronounced your name right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Shout out to everybody on this live. Shout out to Favor. Shout out to every single person that joined this live session. I want to say a very big thank you for joining. And it's really, really, really a great moment to always see you guys here. Sincerely, it's really always a great moment to see you guys here with me on this live session. It's always a great moment. Until then, we'll see you on Friday, by God's grace, and we'll do more. You guys should not hesitate if you have questions to ask me. If you want to talk to me about anything, contact me on either Instagram at _Prince_Echo2. Prince_Echo2. I'll type it out, Prince_Echo2. That's for IG. Prince_Echo2. That's for my IG. I'm coming. So that's for IG Prince. Sorry, that's supposed to be an underscore. That's supposed to be an underscore. I'm coming. Let me take it out. IG at IG. So that's for the IG handle. And for the Telegram, you can always contact me on Telegram at Prince, capital letter P, then the rest small letter Echo. That's for Telegram. And on Twitter, these are places I'm always active. Twitter at Prince Echo 2. Yeah. These are places you can always contact me anytime, and I will reply to your messages. In as much as I have messages popping in, I will always reply to your messages, right? I'll always reply to your messages. Notwithstanding, I will reply to your messages. So I want to say a very big thank you once more for joining this live session. As you already know, Echo is active. All right, so I'd like to see you guys in my next live session. Don't forget to always help me share this channel. Help me share the channel link to friends, family, so they'll see how we always do it here. One big family. The goal is to build a community of profitable traders, and by God's grace, inshallah, would achieve it. And I can't just achieve it alone without you guys' help. So that's why I'm always saying thank you, thank you, thank you. So until then, see you guys in our next live session. So quick report on the whole, what was the pair we just traded? Quick report, quick. You guys should not be scared. You guys should not be scared. This is the trade we just took. You guys should not be scared. Relax. Relax. I'll be going offline now, guys. Take care, man. I love you guys. Peace out, man.